The sleek glass doors of Viridian Corp hissed open, swallowing Amelia whole. The scent of ambition and expensive perfume filled the air, a world she'd conquered. At 38, she was a titan in the marketing world, her name synonymous with success. But the victory felt hollow tonight. Across the mahogany desk sat her new boss, the glacial and impossibly beautiful Seraphina. Seraphina, the same Seraphina who had made Amelia's high school years a living hell. Now, Seraphina was her superior, a cruel twist of fate, or perhaps, a carefully orchestrated game. Amelia forced a smile. "I'm eager to see what we can achieve together, Seraphina." Seraphina's lips curled into a predatory smile. "Indeed, Amelia. The potential is significant." Their professional dance was a brutal ballet of power and passive aggression. Amelia found herself constantly second-guessing Seraphina's motives, every meeting a battleground for dominance. But it was a chance encounter that shattered the fragile facade of her meticulously constructed life. A misplaced phone, a carelessly left text message on her husband Daniel's phone. A photo. Seraphina. Naked. In their bed. The world tilted. Daniel, the man she'd built a life with, the man who embodied stability, the man she'd trusted implicitly, was having an affair with Seraphina. The ensuing confrontation was a hurricane of accusations and denials. Daniel, his face a mask of guilt and desperation, confessed. The affair had been going on for months. Amelia felt the ground give way beneath her feet. This wasn't just betrayal, it was a calculated demolition of everything she'd believed in. But the unraveling had only just begun. Driven by a need to understand the depths of the betrayal, Amelia started digging. She unearthed a past she'd buried deep, a childhood marred by secrets. Her father, a charming but absent man, had been a serial cheater. Amelia, an only child, had always craved the companionship of siblings, a void filled with the echoes of a silent house. The digging unearthed a hidden branch of the family tree. Her mother's sister, a beautiful, vibrant woman, had been pregnant around the same time as her mother. A hushed-up scandal, the baby disappeared, and the subject was forever forbidden. A cold wave of dread washed over Amelia as she scrutinized old photographs. The resemblance, the bone structure, the eyes. She couldn't shake the terrifying possibility. What if Seraphina? Driven by a desperate need for truth, Amelia used her skills to discreetly access Seraphina's personnel file. A flicker of shock went through her as she scrolled through the family history, the date of birth matched, and the father, a man whose name was achingly familiar. The same man who had been having an affair with her mother's sister, her father. Her half-sister, Seraphina, was the daughter of the man who'd betrayed her mother and now her, too. The pieces clicked into place with a sickening thud. The high school torment, the deliberate career sabotage, Daniel, it was all a carefully orchestrated plot, a twisted revenge born of a shared bloodline. The truth, a dark and terrible tapestry of lies and manipulation, tightened around her like a noose. Seraphina hadn't just wanted Daniel, she'd wanted Amelia's life, her success, everything. And she was succeeding. Amelia decided to fight back, to dismantle the intricate web that had ensnared her. She'd use their weapons against them. She started by subtly undermining Seraphina's projects, feeding Daniel carefully crafted information, pitting them against each other. Her once sharp mind, now fueled by rage, was a deadly weapon. She confronted Daniel one last time. "Do you even know what you've done?" Daniel, broken and terrified, could only stammer apologies. Amelia's gaze turned ice cold. "You're irrelevant now, Daniel. You were always just a pawn." The final act would take place at Viridian Corp's annual gala. Seraphina, radiating icy confidence, was poised to announce a major promotion. Amelia had meticulously laid the groundwork. She prepared a devastating presentation, unveiling Seraphina's manipulations, the affair, the family secrets, the blatant corporate espionage, and the illegal activities. The room fell silent as the screen lit up, displaying irrefutable evidence. Seraphina's carefully constructed facade crumbled. Her face was a mask of fury and defeat. The image of a younger Seraphina, a child standing in the doorway of a home she would never know, flashed across the screen, and Amelia knew Seraphina had a troubled past. "You will pay for this, Amelia," Seraphina hissed, her voice trembling with rage. Amelia met her gaze, a flicker of something akin to pity in her eyes. "No, Seraphina. You paid the price of your desire. And now, you will watch as everything you coveted, everything you stole, collapses around you." And with that, the lights flickered, and the room was plunged into darkness. A scream sliced through the silence as Seraphina lunged. Her nails, sharpened like talons, raked across Amelia's face. The sudden attack sent them both sprawling, a whirlwind of flailing limbs and desperate cries. Security rushed in, pulling Seraphina away, but the damage was done. Amelia's cheekbone throbbed, and blood trickled down her face. "You thought this was over?" Seraphina's voice, laced with a chilling madness, cut through the chaos. "It's only just begun." As the police dragged her away, kicking and screaming, Seraphina's eyes locked with Amelia's. A chilling smile twisted her lips. "This is just the prologue. You'll never be free." The officers finally wrestled Seraphina into a patrol car, her threats echoing in the night. Amelia was left shaken, but she held her ground, knowing that the battle was far from over. Weeks turned into months. The scandal at Viridian Corporation made headlines, and Seraphina's trial was a media frenzy. She was convicted of multiple counts of fraud, corporate espionage, and assault. Amelia, however, was not at peace. The constant reminders of Seraphina, the lingering fear in the back of her mind, and the disfigurement on her face, served as a constant and painful reminder of that fateful night. One evening, as Amelia was pouring herself a glass of wine, she received an anonymous package. Inside was a flash drive and a note, "The game isn't over. Watch." Her heart pounding, Amelia plugged the drive into her computer. The screen flickered to life, displaying security footage from her house. She watched in horror as the camera panned to her bedroom. The camera then focused on the bed. There was an image of Amelia. In the image, she was sleeping soundly while another woman was caressing her face. The woman looked familiar, but she couldn't tell who it was. The video ended abruptly. A phone call broke the silence. "Hello, Amelia," a distorted voice said. "Did you enjoy the video? It's a shame you won't be able to see the end." Amelia knew, with a chilling certainty, that Seraphina wasn't done. Despite being behind bars, Seraphina had orchestrated a new level of terror, a new threat. This was a final and ultimate demonstration of how Seraphina wanted to be Amelia. As she dialed the police, a shadow fell across her doorstep. The door creaked open, and a figure stepped inside. A figure that looked undeniably like Amelia herself, with a chillingly familiar scar on her cheek. The woman's lips curled into a cruel smile. "Let the final act begin."